Hey there everybody, welcome to beginner guitar video number 18. I'm going to try to keep this one quick. This is the second time I've filmed this one and I didn't do real awesome the first time. But we're going to delve into finger picking a little bit. I'm going to give you kind of a hillbilly-ish, bluegrassy, quick pattern to work on. It's a 3-finger, nothing too crazy. Let's start with the C major chord. What you're going to do is on the A string will be your thumb, and then on the B string, up with your middle finger. Okay. And then your thumb will hit downward on the D string, and your pointer finger will go up on the G string. So it'll be in eighth notes or 16ths, however, whatever speed you're working on or however you want to think of it, it'll be like this. Okay. Now you can take that same pattern and move it around with any chord. Any chord that starts on the low E, the strings that your fingers will be on will just change down a set of strings. So for example, on the G chord, your thumb's hitting the low E string, middle finger's on the G string, thumb's on the A string, pointer finger on the D. And that's the idea. So, and then say like the D chord, you would then just move your fingers up a set of strings from where you were with the C chord. So for the D chord, your thumb would start on the D string, middle on the high E, thumb on the G, pointer on the B. Listen for clarity. It's important to remember with these fingers, small movements, you're just plucking the string. If you pluck too hard or too far, you might get a 2-for-1, and you don't want that. You lose clarity, when you're banging into too much. We'll get into banging in all the strings when we start like looking into some more like flamenco techniques and hand whipping and crazy stuff. But for now, this more country-ish bluegrass style kind of thing we're doing right now, you want to be dialed in to those strings. Real quick, it's helpful to know when you're changing chords which ones to change first. Now, we haven't really learned this chord on this channel yet, but the F chord I just went to off of that D, poorly every time so far. I didn't really think about the leading and which finger needs to change when. It helps to think of which 2 notes you're hitting last. So those 2 need to stay ringing right up until you start the new chord. So say you're going from the D chord, the 2 notes on the G and the B string need to ring all the way up until you hit the C when you switch to that C chord. Makes sense, I hope. And then you get this fluid run of music. Now see, I've got currently my ring finger there, but I need it for the C. So if I switch, you hear how that note dies. So you gotta figure out, fingering wise, which ones are gonna allow you to grab your next chord. So in this case, going from, say, the D to the C, keeping that ring finger open's good, so then you want to finger the D chord with like your pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. And And you can bar the other two with your pointer or even your middle finger, which would be awkward, but you can. But you just need that ring finger available. And then you gotta kind of, you know, get used to what needs to land first to keep the stream kind of going. At first though, practice just getting these fingers moving correctly on a chord, and then maybe pick 2 chords and back and forth between them a bunch. And I always suck at going to the D chord. Always. I don't know. Clearly I don't practice it enough. Hey! Anyhow, thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. You're going to do awesome at this.